Problems with carbon monoxide leaks have plagued apartments on Cleveland's west side for the past week. And tonight, News Channel 5 gets an exclusive interview with one of the men in charge of that property. Jonathan Walsh, you've been investigating the CO problems at Neal Terrace Apartments. What did you find out today from the managing agent?
Well, we sat down with George Engel. He is the property's managing agent, as you mentioned, and he tells us he's been in constant contact with his contractors, with his team throughout all of these incidents. We asked him some tough questions after about a half a dozen people have been transported to the hospital in the past week alone. Here we are a week later from the original incident, and you're telling me you still don't know what the problem is.
Well, it hasn't been told to me. They haven't put a finger on it.
Managing agent George Engel told me nothing has been pinpointed, but there's a focus on the boilers and
the exhaust or the flues that are supposed to take the bad air and put it outside.
I was the one who showed him video from the apartment of two of the carbon monoxide victims. Water and steam had been leaking from a pipe. The tenants tell us maintenance couldn't fix the leak last week. So this is what they did on Friday, taped it up, and then they didn't fix it until Monday. What do you think about that?
That's not acceptable. That's not acceptable. I wish that someone would have brought that to my attention, because that is unacceptable. I mean, it doesn't do it any good.
Engel told me he has hired a new company since these CO incidents started last week. He says about a half dozen units have reported issues, and the city has given him 2 weeks to get all of the units checked out and declared safe. In the meantime, he did have a second carbon monoxide detector put in each apartment. Engel assured me he is doing all he can.
Our main job is to protect the health and safety of those people.
I just pulled the HUD report, the most recent one given to the Neal Terrace apartments out here. It happened last fall. The score, 77 out of 100. Now, anything below an 80 needs to be re-inspected the following year. However, HUD reps tell me that they're still considering whether or not to add more inspections after all of these carbon monoxide problems. Reporting live here on Cleveland's West Side, I'm Jonathan Walsh, News Channel 5.